Hey YouTube, welcome back to Cassandra's Kitchen, where I eat to live and not live to eat. Today I'm going to be making a fresh pesto pasta. So if you're interested in seeing how I make my pesto pasta, stay tuned and I'll show you. So this is going to be quick, simple, and easy. You're going to need a couple of cups of fresh basil. So I've washed some basil. I was about a third cup shy of having 2 cups of basil. So I just added another little bit of spinach just to come top off the 2 cups here. You can do that as well. If you don't have that much basil, you can combination of spinach as well. And then I'm using a third cup of pine nuts. If you don't have pine nuts, you can also use cashew nuts as well. Walnuts, cashew nuts, but the traditional recipe does call for pine nuts. And so, but I'm gonna blend this down, pulse this down a little bit. And then once this pulses, we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients. All right, so as you can see, I haven't pulsed it down completely, but it's mixed together really good there. So next thing we're gonna do is add in our garlic. So I have 2 large garlic cloves. And I'm using a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. No, a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. I'm using the Follow Your Heart brand. If you don't want to use the cheese, you can omit it altogether, or you can use nutritional yeast. But I like the Follow Your Heart brand. It's vegan, so it tastes like Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this in a little bit next. So we got that mixed in there. It's still not to the consistency that we wanted. We're just kind of taking our time putting the ingredients in. Now I'm gonna put about a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And of course, I always say season to your own likings. You may want to omit the salt altogether. Some people don't want to use salt, so I'll put about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'll taste it. I just don't want to over season. And then we're gonna need a 1/2 cup of your olive oil. So I'm just using a cold press extra virgin olive oil here. And I'm gonna measure. So I'm gonna put it in my measuring cup here. And if you have a food processor that you can, excuse me, mix and blend at the same time, you could do this in stages. Just put a little bit at a time. You don't want to drench it all in there. So do a little bit, add more, do a little bit. And have your spatula so you can clean the sides of your container off here. So I'm just going to put just a little bit of the olive oil in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to whip this some more. And then I'll finish this off and I'll show you what the consistency should look like. All right. So it's pretty much done. So this is the consistency of our pesto. It tastes really good. I have not added anything additional to it. I like the flavor of it because once I put the other things in my pasta, I'm gonna have season in that as well. But come on over to the stove. I'm gonna show you how to make the vegetables that I'm gonna put in my pasta. All right, so what I would remind you, we want to have our pasta water for our pasta. So I got a little bit of water with some salt and oil. I'm using the chickpea Banza spaghetti. You can use any pasta that you want, but that's the choice I'm using. And then I'm also using the Italian and garlic fennel plant-based sausages. This is by Field Roast. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm using that. I like the Field Roast brand. So I got a little hot oil in my pan. I'm gonna put red bell pepper. I got some diced Vidalia onions. And I got about 6 mushrooms chopped. These are just portobello mushrooms. That was a whole medium onion. And then I'm going to use my sausage. I only put 2 sausages in there. So we're just going to let this cook down just slightly. But we're going to want to season this. So what I'm going to do, I'll be saying I'm going to put about a teaspoon of your garlic powder in there. About a teaspoon of smoked paprika. I love cooking with smoked paprika. And a pinch of salt. Not much salt, but a pinch of salt in there. And I'm I'm going to put a little dash of Italian blend seasonings in there. And then I have some sun-dried tomatoes also. The julienne cut sun-dried tomatoes. I'm going to put just a little bit of the sun-dried tomatoes in here. This is about a half a jar of sun-dried tomatoes that I'm going to be using. This is the julienne cut by California sun-dried. I love this brand. Some of the sun-dried tomatoes, they don't all taste the same. But this brand I really do like. I love the flavor. I love the texture. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in here. Again, it's about a half of a cup or half of a jar. So this was 8 ounces, so about 4 ounces. And it doesn't take long for this to cook down. We're just going to let this saute for probably about 10 minutes. And then we'll go ahead and get our spaghetti ready. My water is boiling for that. And then we'll be ready to plate this up. That's how quick and easy it is. So I'll be right back. Alright, so this has been cooking for about 10 minutes. This is the consistency that we want. We don't want to overcook our peppers and onions. We just wanted to make sure our sausage was browned. We don't want to overcook our sun-dried tomatoes. Our mushrooms got a nice little sear on them. But we're going to turn this off. We're going to set this to the side. We're going to wait till our pasta's done. But I'm going to show you while we're waiting on our pasta to finish how to make a nice cheesy bread that can go on the side with it. Alright, so this is quick and easy. I'm using the Greek pita. It's the vegan flatbread. You can use any type of naan bread or anything like that. You can put olive oil on here, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put just a little bit of the pesto that I made on here. And then we're going to brush it on really good. Just make sure it's brushed around your bread because it's already got oil in here. So let's get a little bit more of that pesto out of there. Kind of heavily coat this on my bread. This is just something to have on the side of the pasta. Then I'm going to use the Daya, the Mexican 4 cheese blend. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully you can. That's the Daya. Then all you do is just sprinkle just a little bit of cheese on top of the bread. And of course, y'all know me. I love to have a little spice. So I'm going to put on here a little bit of crushed red peppers. And then we're just going to pop this baby in the oven until it browns and the cheese melts. And then that's what we're going to slice up and put on the side. All right, so our noodles are done. I've drained them. And I'm just going to get them in a bowl. And again, these are the chickpea noodles, so they don't take long to cook. I'm just going to put a couple little scoops of plant butter down in my pasta. Give that a little swirl in there. I like garlic butter noodles, so, but I already got the garlic and everything in the pesto, so we don't have to go extra, but just a good garlic butter noodle is divine. Okay, and then here is our pesto. Just gonna scoop that in here. Okay. And we just want to get this mixed in our pasta really good. Oh, look at that.
Excuse me.
So delicious here. Look at that. It's good old pesto. And I'm not going to mix all of my ingredients in here. So what I will do, this is how I like to do my pasta. You can mix everything in yours if you want. But I'll put my pasta down on the side here. And then I will add some of the veggies and the sausage that I cooked. Place that right on there like that. How beautiful is that? Get another piece of that sausage on there. And then to top this dish off, I'm going to add just a few more crushed red peppers on top. And then I'm going to garnish it with some Follow Your Heart Parmesan. This is the grated Parmesan cheese. Put that on there. And let me get one of my little pieces of basil here. Just as a garnish. Put on there. Okay, and now let's not forget about our cheesy bread. Let me make sure that should be ready to come out of the oven. And this is what our cheesy bread looks like. It's nice and crispy, but you got your cheese there. So I'm gonna slice this up with my pizza cutter. Just have little strips of cheesy bread to pair with the pasta. But if you guys hold on, I'll let you guys see what it tastes like. All right, guys, see how simple and easy this pesto pasta was? It looks delicious. Just want to make sure you guys can see a close-up of everything with the cheesy bread. See how delicious that looks? And it's going to taste good too. But I'm not going to say it because I made it, of course. I'm going to think it tastes good. So, Mr. Coleman.
Yes.
Can I have your assistance, please?
Yes, you may.
Come on over here, sir. And I want you to see what my pesto pasta tastes like. I'm going to just move because you ain't like, you're like, what's that green? I'm going to move it over. It's just the basil. Okay. And I'm going to let you dab in there and taste the bread.
Let's see what it tastes like.
Oh, Lord. He's my worst critic, but hey, it's all good. And we have very different palates. We eat a lot of the same, but his taste is a lot different than my taste. But, you know, I used to cook traditional soul food all the time, so I'm trying to switch it up for vegan style foods, and he's just got to get accustomed to the change.
True.
So
he's
a foodie, and he ain't all the way there, but he's getting there. We ain't gonna lie.
Here we go, y'all.
But everybody likes pasta, I think. Let's see
Yeah, I
what you
love
think.
pasta too. Ain't nothing wrong with pasta, baby. I love pasta. I'm not full.
I see. Here, you need a napkin?
I'm tasting it. I said this bread.
Yeah. It's good.
I don't see it too much.
You took a big bite.
But I ain't gonna lie. Let me be honest with you. The pasta is great with, you know, everything in it that you put in it. But that cheese bread, good God Almighty. It's good, y'all. Cheese bread is real good. The pasta, everything is real good. You won't be disappointed. It's real good, y'all.
So you like it? Well, let me taste it.
Yeah, taste it. A little spicy though, woo. But it's good.
Yeah, he should be used to the spice now.
No. Her spice is different than my spice, y'all.
That's good.
It's good. That cheese bread, you did that.
And those pasta is so good with that pesto, that fresh pesto.
Yeah, I know it's fresh. It's fresh. It's healthy.
And the pesto cheesy bread.
I'm sorry, though. I gotta get another little dip.
You ready to take another bite?
Yeah, one more if you don't mind. Can I take another bite?
Yes. So I guess y'all know he likes it because he's gone back in a second time. And then you gonna take another bite of bread too? You gonna make them hungry. All right, guys. So here you have it. My pesto pasta. If you like it, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. And of course, share this video. And if you haven't already subscribed to Cassandra's Kitchen, subscribe. So until next time, peace. We love you guys.
Peace, love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Still chewing, but it's great.
He is a mess.